YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reviewing episode 5 of the Clone Wars, the continuation of the Grievous storyline. So spoilers ahead if you're not up to date. Subscribe and like so you don't miss a video, and of course comment anything else you want to see on the channel. Enjoy. So episode 5 was a lot more interesting, a lot better than episode 4. The funny thing is, whilst I was watching the episode, I remember playing the Lego Star Wars game, the Clone Wars one. I recognized this episode, and it was the exact episode that I saw when I played in the video games years ago. And you have Heavy, Echo, Fives, and a couple of the other ones who are rookies. And this is like their introduction to a battle against the droids. And I loved everything about it, the battle against the droids. Certain clones try to take responsibility, giving them personality, identity, and I just love this episode. The introduction of Commander Cody and Captain Rex as well. Cody, who's the main clone trooper in the Revenge of the Sith film. His relationship with Obi-Wan Kenobi was excellent in that, and obviously you start to see the very early stages of the respect between Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Cody. And obviously, ultimately, you lost a few clones in this. I think Heavy's departure was very good. How he sacrificed himself for the cause, because obviously they have to save Kamino. They have to make sure Grievous doesn't land on the planet. And yeah, I just think it's still getting very repetitive. Grievous appearing, trying to go to planet. It's like, we know he doesn't die, so I don't know why you've got him on the screen so much. Have a Asajj Ventress on the screen. Why wasn't Asajj Ventress? Because then we don't know if she's gonna live or die. That's my biggest pet peeve with the Clone Wars. Too much Grievous. Dooku's not on the screen that much, which is good because we know again he dies at start of number 3. So including Grievous all the time is just stupid for me because they're making him like a shit character. He's on the run all the time. He's getting defeated. He's using the droids. He had a battle last episode, yes, granted, but nothing came of it. But yeah, this episode's really good. I loved the focus on the troopers. I loved how we got, Fives and Echo, who become two of the most prominent and main troopers for the entire Clone Wars series. Commander Cody and Captain Rex, two of the main troopers in this series. I just love the identity and the personalities they're given to each trooper, and they're not just characters. They're not just random characters. You've obviously got random troopers, but that's why the Bad Batch obviously is so cool, because obviously it's focused on rogue troopers. So I am so looking forward to seeing the development of these characters going forward. Now they're part of the 501st. Can't remember the name, but that's their team, and I'm looking forward to seeing more scenes with these guys in. Obviously, had a couple of scenes with like Obi-Wan and Anakin, but not much. But yeah, it's a very standard show at the moment. But obviously, every first season tries to find its way. It's good content, but it's repetitive and boring in places. Easy to watch, but there's no because Grievous isn't gonna die. Cody's not gonna die. That's my biggest pet peeve with these. If this the Clone Wars was made because of the films, but if this series was made in between Attack on the Clones and Revenge of the Sith in real life, you would have appreciated it so much more. But I'm gonna have to deal with the fact of it's how it's focusing on characters we know who don't die. So that's my biggest issue. The Asajj Ventress should have been the main villain for like 5 seasons. Well, that's a joke, but she should have been the main focus ahead of Grievous. But anyway, that's my thought about. This episode was probably about a 9 out of 10, simply because I just love the relationship between the troopers, and how much action there was, and there's a bit of comedy in there. The visuals are always incredible with Clone Wars, and I think this episode was good because it didn't rely on Jedi's. Because every episode of had Jedi's in. Well, there was Jedi's in this episode, but they didn't do anything apart from show up at the end to send Grievous on the run. But again, he's on the run again. It's like, fucking hell, how many times can this guy run? But yeah, ultimately, another standard good episode. Definitely worth checking out for yourself. But I just think that Clone Wars lacks in that oomph. But yeah, I'm still gonna stick with it and see where it leads into season 7. Thanks for watching as always. Be sure to subscribe and like, and comment anything else you want to see. Comment what you think down below, and thanks for watching as always. Stay tuned for more. Good.